Good afternoon. You guys see this rain? I mean, it is crazy downpour today. However, I personally wanted to pray. And I'm going to tell you that I have spent the greater part of the afternoon just felt like I've been mule kicked. When you have children, sometimes you don't even have to do anything to earn their dislike. And all afternoon, all I've been able to do is think about how God must feel whenever He has an all-abundant love for us and for all of humanity, and He gets blamed for everything. And this afternoon I can relate to that. And I love my children unconditionally, and I'll continue to take them to the Lord in prayer, in conversation, because they're worth it, and because it's just natural to talk to God about how I feel. But in my ache, my pain, I know there are other parents out there that may be currently going through something with your child. Maybe your child has went wayward, and maybe they don't want to have anything to do with you. Maybe they hate you. Let's just get honest. Maybe they can't stand you. And that hurts, and that aches, and that digs deep into the heart of who a parent is and who they were created to be for that child. Maybe your child is not living. Maybe your child has passed on, and maybe there are some deep wounds that you're holding with your child. Regardless if they're here on this earth or not, does not take them from the oneness that you have with them. And so maybe that ache and that pain is still so vivid, even though they're not on this earth with us anymore. Maybe you just have kids in your house, or teenagers, or adult children, that the relationship is just strained, and there are large, huge walls that feel like you're never going to get on the other side of them. And whenever I'm hurting in a certain area, the best way for me to experience healing is to go ahead and bind up all the other pains that might be going on around me in that same area, and just to lift us up together. And so I'd like to pray tonight. If this stuff bores you, it's okay if you don't watch it, or it doesn't hurt my feelings if you don't share it. But if it doesn't bore you and it's just what you need at just the right time, don't just hold on to it for yourself. Go and share it with somebody else who could use it. And so tonight, for parents, Papa, Abba, Daddy, God, thank you so much that you are the ultimate parent, and that even in our darkest hour, when we have hunkered down in the corner and we're screaming obscenities at you and we can't stand you, thank you that you love us so deeply and so richly. Thank you for setting the standard for us as parents. Thank you that even in the face of our disgust sometimes with you, and I say we, Papa, because I stand for everyone listening to this, and at every stage in our life we feel different ways towards you, and for those times that we have turned our back and said we didn't love you anymore, we just want to thank you that you kept on loving us anyway. Thank you for showing us how it's done when it comes to having kids. Tonight, for my own heart and for the hearts of all the parents out there who've done things to lose their children's affection, and have not done things to lose their children's affection. just lift up every single one of us, that right now, that we would be aware of your meeting us here, that you are aware of the pain that we feel, and you're not oblivious to it. You're here feeling it with us. For all the times that we've dropped the ball as moms and dads, thank you for your forgiveness, God. Open up opportunities. Help us to see the open opportunities to ask that forgiveness of our children. Help us to be mindful of the fact that I'm sorry goes so far. And God, whenever we do offer up the I'm sorries and they're not taken, God, thank you for meeting us and comforting us and holding us in your arms like a good dad does. For the parents out there, God, who may never get an opportunity on this earth to be able to share their heart for their children and with their children because maybe they've passed on, God, that you would give them the knowledge and the awareness that right now they can experience that healing, that they don't have to wait till they get to some far off place that we call heaven, that's in some far off place. No, God, that we can experience that healing here, and we can experience that healing now, and they don't have to wait until forever to experience what you have intended for them to experience now. God, raise up within us, make us very conscious of the things and the situations and the circumstances and the conversations and the hugs and the lack of hugs and the scenarios that happen in our everyday walk, where you're giving us hundreds of ways to love our children. And at the end of the day, Papa, for the parents who have intentionally hurt their children on purpose, God, reveal to them how much you forgive them. Reveal to them how much you forgive them so that they might know that they might possibly be able to go to their child and get that same forgiveness. God, they've got to feel it to want to go and get more of it. And for the parents who have hurt their children, God, intentionally, who have hurt their children in ways that they would never speak to anyone, God, would you just show them how much you love them? We know you show us all the time. Would you help them be aware of that, God? And for the parents who have not done a single thing to lose their children's love and affection, but it's happened anyways, God, thank you for your undying love. Thank you for your comfort, for your embrace. Thank you that we can depend on you in any and every situation. Thank you for being the ultimate Father. Amen. I love you guys, and I know that there is healing in prayer. And I just encourage you, if you've not done it in a long time, if you've not just gotten quiet and spoken the situation to the one who spoke you into being, I encourage you to do so. Maybe none of the things I prayed for today meet your very need, but I know someone who does know how and doesn't even have to have the exact words to do so. Just open your eyes and turn your heart to him. His heart's already turned toward you. We as parents can do this. We can do this on the good days, the bad days, and the super ugly days. I love you. You're worth it. Go get him, Tiger. You're an amazing parent. Now tap into that in your own heart. Love you. Word.